This is the start of our 2023 cruise, when we take Wanderlust to the south coast on a 342 nautical mile journey to have its lift out. Hi there, it's 2023 and I guess a lot of you who watch my channel have been wondering what on earth happened to Wanderlust in 2022. Well, a lot did, but we didn't go anywhere, so we're sort of making up for lost time. Priority this year is we need to get a lift out for this boat. We've been in the water for 4 years now, which is way too long, but things as they are, it means that it's going to happen this year finally. So to do that, if you watch my previous videos, you'll realise that I can't be lifted at this marina. We're just too big. The crane cannot handle us. We have to travel to the south coast of England, which is a few hundred miles away, and be lifted out one of the big marinas down there. So today I'm being joined by some friends who are crewing for me, and we are going to be heading off this afternoon towards from where we are at Portishead, which is in the Bristol Channel, to Portsmouth Harbour, where we're going to moor there before we lifted out a week later at a nearby marina. So I'm just preparing everything, getting everything ready. I've got the food in, I've got the beer in, import only of course, and I'm just going to give the boat final clean, and in about a couple of hours time welcome my visitors. So come cruise with us. Okay, so this is the galley of Wanderlust. So I'm just filling all the cupboards with all our stuff that we are going to be eating, and yeah, that's it, filling the cupboards. So when you go out to sea, I like to make sure that everything is crammed in so nothing can move. So, you know, you have bottles you don't want rolling about, clanking about. You have the goodie cupboard, all the crisps shoved in there, nothing can roll about. The last thing you want when you're at sea is everything moving from side to side, up and down, and making crashing noises, and all you're doing is panicking about the noises. So everything is wedged in, and if your cupboard it starts to become depleted, pack it with towels. So that's what we do. We have a cupboard full of old towels, and we just shove them in the cupboards to make sure that nothing can roll about. So the crew are arriving later, so I'm making sure I'm doing the laundry, so there's clean sheets on the beds. The weather for the next few days is going to be lovely, and when I say lovely I mean calm as well as sunny. Had a bit of a heat wave here in the UK, and it's well, boating is not about necessarily enjoying the sunshine, it's about having nice calm seas. So we've had no storms, had some high winds in places, but not too bad. But at the moment we're looking at 1 metre peak to peak waves as we go around Land's End, which is fine by me. We're all set, all systems go, the weather's beautiful. Once again we have another boat in the lock in front of us, and we can only moor starboard side 2, which means that hopefully the other boat will move across unless there's enough room on the pontoon behind it. But it looks like a big boat, so we shall see. The sailboat in front of us, named Assassin here, operating a free sail, is also going to the same destination, Gosport. So I'll race it and see who gets there first. 2 days and 2 hours, that's the estimated journey time. Portishead, or arrive at Portishead at high water, you're always in a danger of meeting big vessels coming into Avonmouth. Here. We've been going 5 hours now, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We've had a lot of tide helping us. We'll be averaging perhaps 8 knots with the tide behind us. Neat tides today, very calm, very comfortable journey, and I've just started my shift. I've got a couple hours. Wake a crew member up at midnight, and I'm going to get some shut-eye then, because I've had a long day, but very enjoyable, very comfortable. No pot markers to look out for, no waves, no obstructions, just been plain sailing. Wonderful.
Smooth or slight, fair, moderate or good. And the outlook for the following 24 hours. Variable 2 to 4. Slight, occasionally smooth in the Bristol Channel, and moderate later in the southwest.
It's a cup of tea time. Thursday morning, 7 AM. Between Harlan Point and Stowe. Can't see the sand, can't see the shore. Haze up on the coast. So we could be in the middle of the ocean for all I know. Lovely morning though.
So, £59,000 could be yours today, but you need to be in the draw.
June 15th, we're approaching Land's End. Wonderful weather conditions again. Very calm. It's a little hazy, but otherwise fantastic. No dolphins yet this trip. Quite disappointing. I'm sure we'll see some later. Hi there. This is my crew on this trip, and here with me here I have Mr. Andrew Fisher, who I believe has had some boating experience before. Andrew,
Yes.
Can you tell me what sort of have you captained any large ships at all in your past?
Yes. The largest was the Sea Giant, which was 555,000 tons, which is 10 times the size of the new aircraft carriers for the Royal Navy. The draft is over 90 feet, which means that you can't get up the English Channel because of the depth of water in the Dover Straits is too shallow. So you have to go around the top of England if you want to get into the North Sea, England and Scotland into the North Sea that way. The maximum draft I think you can take into Rotterdam is about 75 feet, or it was when I retired. So
Wonderful. So yeah, I don't have any problem letting Andrew do night watch. I'm feeling very capable of hands. Thank you.
okay.
Not easy to avoid boats which are doing circles in front of us. Land's End, Longship's Lighthouse. Wow, it really has been a very, very comfortable journey. But alas, still no dolphins. I'm sure they'll turn up later. At the top of the hill there, that's the Land's End Visitor Centre, where you can pay a fortune to go and park your car, have a cup of tea, to look at the sea. But what you really want to do is be on board this boat at sea, looking at the land. It's far better. Well, that's Land's End. After 23 hours non-stop, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So flat. Still no dolphins though, unfortunately. We're heading towards Lizard Point now, which is in front of us, but you can't see it. It's a bit hazy, but we trust in our electronic navigation on this journey. If we keep the land to the left and keep turning left, we should get where we're going. There's a start point in the distance here, which marks the most southerly point of the British Isles. So from this point, we're about to make a turn. From this point, we will start going north again. Whale of our lives, hot markers. Dolphin, at last, on its own. What do you know, mates? A singular dolphin. So that's all there is left. At least we saw one. Dolphins, more dolphins. Here we come. Find them. Wonderful. More coming in. Even more of them. Isn't it fantastic? I've lost count now. So many. Okay, so this is night 2. We've done 196 nautical miles. It's currently just after 10 PM and I'm on first watch tonight. We're crossing between Lizard, across south of Plymouth to Solent and Start Point. So I imagine we'll be hit Solent around 4 o'clock in the morning and it'll start becoming light. So that should allow us to see all the lobster pots. So it's a quiet night, there's no traffic around, no wind, no waves, nothing, no lights, just here on my own, watching out the windows. There we are, peering through the clouds. It's a very thin, waning crescent moon, so that means we're very near to spring tides. Dolphins are back in the distance, and all around actually. The dolphins all around us again. They're not playing, they're not swimming along with the boat this time, they're just here's some more, they're just literally popping up all over the place. Have a look. Good morning, dolphins. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a big dolphin. And that, at 5 minutes past 5, is sunrise. Well, we had a very quiet, uneventful night, very calm, very few ships, dodged a few markers, pot markers. Still doing so now.
Did you hold motor tanker and Ola? Is that correct, sir?
Generally uneventful, which is good. Breakfast time. Oh yes, bacon, eggs, mushrooms. Yum yum. It's what keeps the boat going, you know. Nice cooked breakfast. Love it. Enjoy. This is what you get for volunteering to crew for me. You get catered for.
Catered. Catered on again.
Friday 16th. It's gone 10:30 and we're just passing Portlandville in the background. Again, beautifully calm. Wonderful journey. About 8 hours to go.
The name of the vessel is the Billy O.T. Normantic, this is Swanwick Coast Guard,
So we are approaching the Isle of Wight. Wow, here we are, coming up to the Needles. It's 3.5 nautical miles to go before the Needles. And again, it's so calm. We've come all the way from Land's End without using the stabilisers, and that's helped about 10% the fuel economy. We're now only burning 10 litres an hour as opposed to just over 11, so it's a good saving, and the motion of the boat is very comfortable, but it's so flat. It's a fantastic journey. It's sunny, light winds, and a very pleasant cruise. So we'll soon be in Portsmouth. We'll due there in 5 hours or something like that. Just got to go through the Solent now, then between the Isle of Wight here and mainland Britain. And tomorrow morning I shall be heading back to pick up the car and go home. I can get back down again later in the week to start work on the boat. We are just passing the Needles. Time now 5:30. So we've been going for 48 hours and 15 minutes. That isn't bad, is it? To concentrate for this bit, so hands on the wheel. 1 eye on the depth here, 2.9 metres, 2.8, about to turn into Portsmouth Harbour. Okay, here we go, all hands on deck. Marina, here we are. sunny weather tomorrow, light winds just as well. Tomorrow we're moving Wanderlust from where we've been for the last week in Marina, Gosport, which is inside Portsmouth Harbour. That's where we are now. And we're going to take the boat up the River Hamble, which is just by Southampton, to Swanwick Marina, where we're going to be lifted out. It's been 4 years since the last lift out. We'll be afloat for that long. So normally that would be a no-no. But because we have ultrasonic anti-fouling, and I've been able to keep a good eye on the state of the anodes, I'm confident that when we're lifted out tomorrow, we're going to be surprisingly clean. And when I tell the staff on the crane that it's been 4 years, they won't believe me. So anyway, that's tomorrow. Okay, this is it. Day of lift out, 8 a.m. I've now got to go and pick up my new 2 crew members from Swanwick, where we're leaving a car there. But when we get back here, we are off straight away. We've got what would normally take a 2-hour journey, but we're fighting probably traffic, a bit of tide, speed limit I mean, and we've barely got a couple hours to do it before we get there. So when we get back to the boat, it's all systems go, cast off the lines and go, and hopefully it won't be too late for the crane. Pushing it now for time, it's 20 past 8, and well, it's going to take at least half an hour to get to the Swanwick Marina by road if the traffic's fine. The clock is ticking. Running late. It really is a case of when we get back to the boat, engines on, cast away, and hopefully we can make it in time. I guarantee we'll be late today. I have to ring up the boatyard and plead with them to hang on with the crane for us, because I can't see us getting there by midday. It's just with the traffic and the speed limit, it's just going to be too much to do in 2 hours. Anyway, we'll see. Found them. Nordhavn's new offices, very nice view. Just said hello. They're not all there yet, but I'll be back later when I arrive with the boat. So, in a rush, must go. Well, we're turning right. We're being followed by a big boat. That ferry is having to take evasive action. With the yacht right in its path. It does get a bit crowded out here sometimes. Out the Solent flyer, 38.7 knots. It literally is flying. A cushion of air. Well, here we go, we're on our way. We're only, because we have tide against us, we're doing about 6 knots. And we have 9.4 nautical miles to go. It's going to take us an extra half hour. We'll be half hour late. So that's provided we can keep up this speed going up the River Hamble, which is 6 knots is the speed limit. But as you'll probably see later, it gets quite narrow and quite tight with the thousands of boats there, so we may have to slow down even further. But yeah, lovely and calm again, not too much traffic in the Solent, but we're running behind schedule as expected. Never mind.
This is the River Hamble. This is the capital of boating in the UK. There are more boats on this river than probably any other river in the country. There is a 6-knot speed limit up this river, and they do keep an eye out for you, so we have to maintain a good pace, but we can't go too fast. You've also got to be careful of your wash, but the Nordhavn doesn't make much wash, so we're quite lucky here. It's getting quite tight and narrow now, but we're getting near to the end. Here we are, this is the dock and this is the crane. This is Swanwick Marina, our destination.
There we go, it's all tied up and it's only 25 past 12, so not too bad at all, about 20 minutes late.
Be sure to watch the next video in this series, the anti-fouling and lift-out maintenance of Wanderlust. In the next 2023 cruising video, we're popping over to the Isle of Wight.